Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with my $150,000 friend right here. This guy right here is my $150,000 friend. And then I got my other friend behind me. This friend right here, that's another $100,000 friend. That friend right there, that triple phase transformer, that's another $100,000 friend right there. And then under here is about a $50,000 friend. And so ladies and gentlemen, I got friends all around me. And so, you know, I don't know if you guys can't see this one, but I got another friend right here that's about a $30,000 friend. It's a fire hydrant. And so understand that in the game of real estate and real estate development, I'm surrounded with friends. Because, you know, a lot of people, if they have one or two good friends in their entire life, you're very fortunate, very blessed, and very lucky. Because it's really hard to come by good people in your entire life. Most friends are like the friends that I'm standing with right here. Like this guy. Most friends are like that guy right there. And most friends are like this guy right here on the side of me and this other friend right here. They're always reaching out, asking and begging for money. And that's exactly what these friends are doing. You know, I had a lot of friends at a very young age, and at a very young age when I finally worked my ass off, lived homeless for a long time, and finally figured out the game of money and real estate. They laughed at me at first, and then they came back and asked me to borrow money. You know, it's kind of funny. So I got a lot of friends like this, and that's development, ladies and gentlemen. You get a lot of friends like the world offers you. They come back in and ask you for money. So we have our Youngtown project that we're doing down in Phoenix right now. We got about $125,000 surprise with our fire sprinklers because of the change of use. We were expecting it on our new build, but they're making us do it on the other part. So what did we have to do? We had to go back in and reposition our budgets to find out how we can afford to be able to offset the cost. So you know what we did? So that we could offset the cost and the expenses of all our friends, all of them asking us for money and money that we were gonna lose, we have to go make more money, right? If you're gonna have friends in life that are gonna cost you money, you gotta make more of it so that you can afford the little friends like this fire sprinkler and that electrical transformer that are unforeseen costs in developing real estate. So what we did is we were gonna do 102 units of multifamily real estate. Well, though each one of those units is worth $155,000 to us. And we can build them out for significantly less than that once we're already building. So what we did is we increased our build by 3 units. And by increasing our build by 3 units, we went to 105 units, we were able to afford the expense of having more friends. Thank God, because who are you gonna have lunch with? If you don't have no friends, who are you gonna have lunch with? You know, because today I'm having lunch with my fire sprinkler friends. This is a $150,000 friend right here, ladies and gentlemen. That's a $100,000 friend right there. And when we were talking about our Youngstown property in Phoenix, those guys cost us $100,000 because the utility company came in and told us, we know you have transformers, but they're all triple phase transformers. And in spite of your engineer saying that he could use those transformers to service all of your units, in spite of that, they said you got to take them all out. You got to put in single phase units. You can't pull single phase out of the triple phase. We're not allowing that anymore. So surprise, we got a new friend for you. We got more people that you could take to lunch. And so ladies and gentlemen, $100,000 of additional service to build out on our project. Another $150,000 friend, and then little unexpected expenses, exercising more expense and eating into our contingency costs from day one. Haven't even turned dirt and we have day one. So instead of eating into our contingency costs, what do? We're entrepreneurs, we're business people, we get creative. And ladies and gentlemen, in this business, in this game of real estate, if you wanna get wealthy in real estate, you gotta be creative. You gotta have a backbone, and you gotta be willing to be able to understand and get and adapt to unforeseen circumstances. And it's unforeseen that you're gonna get a phone call from a friend that's going through who knows what, and asking you for thousands of dollars to help them out this one time that you'll never see again. You'll never see again, you never see that money again. So look, ladies and gentlemen, a mentor of mine told me years ago, money is like your wife. If you lend either one of them out, you'll never get them back. So never lend money and never lend out your wife, because if you lend out your wife or your money, you'll never get either one of them back. And so ladies and gentlemen, this is like a friend lending out money and wife. Once you invest it in here, you'll never get that money back. And so when you're underwriting any piece of real estate, understand that it's super important to underwrite that real estate with creativity. And as soon as you see an unforeseen circumstance that's going to cost you money right out of the belt, you got to find a way to pivot and make it more fluid. So what we did is we increased our unit count by 3 units to be able to offset the expense of my new best friend and my second new best friend and my other friends that are all around me all the time. All the ones that laughed at me saying, oh, you're not going to make it. You'll never make it out there, Jerome. It's too hard. The only people that get rich are people who win the lottery and people who inherit wealth. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I never won the lottery, and I never inherited any money from my parents. In fact, they never gave me anything but a good education and love, which was good enough. Because with that, ladies and gentlemen, I had a backbone. And with a backbone, you can go out and you can introduce yourself to your new friends to each other. And through creativity, you can go out and make a project like the ones that we're doing right now financially viable. But ladies and gentlemen, my new best friends, they cost money. And if you want new best friends in your life, they're gonna cost you money. The question is, how are you gonna afford them? With creativity, a backbone, and a direction. You never quit, never give up, and you move forward on your projects. Ladies and gentlemen, underwrite your projects, do your due diligence before you get started so that you always have a business and game plan that's financially viable, so you're not taking it on the back end of your project and it's not cutting into your profits, because they're my profits. They're not my friends' profits, they're my profits. And so, ladies and gentlemen, creativity and consistent due diligence is what makes our projects financially viable. To learn more, click below and I'll show you some more of my new best friends. I look forward to seeing you there.